Yep, I'm back, baby. Hello, yes, my name is Mackerel, and I'm trying to test this out. This whole I'm live kind of podcast kind of thing. I'm trying to really see how these things work. This is my first time actually working on something like this. I've never ever worked on like a live podcast before or a live viewing of myself. So I'm trying to see how actually this work and everything, because it's my first time. And if you're wondering why my setup is sort of like camouflage at the back, and we got the mics on the front, and then we got the headphones and shit like that, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. I probably will hook up like one of those foam thingies, one of those acoustic boards. I don't know what you call it. I know what you call it, but okay, all right, I'm back. Sorry. At this particular time, I'm not really sure what do you actually call it. So maybe I know what it is, but I'm not really saying it to you guys. So I'm gonna work with it anyway. Yeah, welcome. It's just a simple small promo to my page because I wanted to have like a connection with you guys. Like, how do you say? I need to feel like, I'm, when would I meet up, nigga? We're gonna meet up on like next week, if you can. If you can meet up on next week, then we can work on something, and then we can do that if you want to work on that. Anyway, so as I was saying, it's like a promo thing. I'm gonna promo out my page and let people know about it. Let people know about the Fishy Podcast. And if you guys got any like interest in getting in the show itself, I'll be happy to have you guys as guests, because I've got a lot of topics to actually talk about anyway. And this was initially supposed to be an Angry Flakes session, one of the sessions I actually have on my YouTube channel, which I actually talk about stuff that pisses me off, or stuff that actually annoys me just a little tiny bit, and then I aggravate it in a way that it's extremely big. And I find ways to actually let people know what type of shit that you're dealing with, and then encounter it in a way that it's uniquely how do you say, the preference of those problems that you guys having right now and everything. I'll probably try to put it out in my way. I'm trying to say. I'm not really sure if that actually makes sense, but if it does, just let me know. I'm really bad at this, okay? Jesus Christ. Anyway, so it's gonna be a short how do you say? It's gonna be a short section of this. Probably 15 minutes or so, or maybe longer, because I'm just going to explain what it is. This is my first live cast, and maybe if this thing works as good as it is, I'll probably put out like more live podcasts over here on the Fishy Podcast space on Facebook, and then put out way more face cams and everything. I do apologize for the webcam though. I realize it is extremely bad. The quality of it is just fucking dirt awful. But maybe in the future I might get myself a new camera, hook it up on like a mixer, like a video mixer, and I've got an audio mixer and everything just worked out to be as professional as possible, so that I can work this podcast in the right wait, I've got a lot of ideas. I've got a lot of ideas to work on. I've got like shit that I really want to do. Particularly in the parts where I really want new guests to come in and talk about their stuff, so that I can promote their stuff, so that we can talk about more stuff that you guys we can discuss on the topic, and then we can agree or disagree on each and every other topic. I just want to create a discussion board. One of these things where I want to create like a community where we can actually talk about stuff in a free way. As I've put in, oh shit, I almost fell down. As I put in my description on my page, I placed it saying that this podcast is an uncensored podcast, meaning that the content that I'm putting out is gonna be absolutely uncensored, meaning there's no censorship in the words that I use. There's no censorship in the type of content I put out, and it's gonna be open as jokes. I'm not open as jokes. Oh my god, it actually sounded really, really wrong. Anyway, I'm putting out things that are normally gonna be taboo when it comes to personal stuff or whatnot, but I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna let people know that this is an open podcast. And we can discuss about almost anything when it comes to our fishy business or the things that you guys think that will be important enough to entice the audience, or in this case, the community. The Malaysian community has been lacking in that recently, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about it. We need to let people know about shit like this. Talk about random stuff, have fun with it, and enjoy yourselves. Basically what it is, that's what the podcast is supposed to be. It's about talking about random stuff, discussing about stuff that probably has a conflict in interest, and then we speak about things that are potentially going to be as important as ever. Oh shit, I've accidentally clicked the start button. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, that's what I have right now. This is what I'm offering. So you guys can be one of these contributors of these topics that I'm going to discuss. So the one of it, I don't want to just leave this podcast, this mini podcast or live podcast for that matter, in a way that, just to inform you that I'm doing a live show. I'm just going to inform you about information that I'm going to do right now. No, I'm just going to talk to you guys about the things that I'm actually really angry about. The Angry Flakes show. I wish I can actually pan the whole picture to the Angry Flakes version, because I did an animation for that too, but I don't want to brag, okay, alright? My computer is really, really slow, I swear to God. For this thing alone, this thing loaded about fucking, it took me 3 full hours to sit down and work on it. And the one full hour just literally was me working on the computer and making sure whether it doesn't really heat up and then exploding or what. I swear, I definitely need a new computer, but that's out of the question right now. Let me just discuss about the things that I'm really, really mad about. It's about people who cannot take a joke. I think a lot of people have experienced people like this. Right now, I've just opened up myself talking about how this podcast right now to be an open content podcast, being that it is completely uncensored. But you will have, and I say they will have a lot of these people coming in, putting out these notions, saying that some of these topics that we've discussed, or we are discussing, or we would be discussing in the future, are considered to be taboo, or considered to be against the social law. And I literally made that up, of course, but let's think about it for a second. Okay? You have people around you policing. Okay? They literally tell you what the fuck you should do or you should not do. They tell you, they order you to do what you must or you mustn't do. Okay? And whenever you trip, whenever you do something that it doesn't please them, it just pisses them off in the wrong way, it is game over. They think it's one of those things where it would probably prick them. I don't understand people like this, okay? Let me give you an example. Let's say you make one of these banters, right? You go around and everything and you see one of these girls with stilettos as high as ever and you go like, hey, why are you wearing like fucking high heels that high and everything? Why are you trying to look like a fucking giraffe? And you have one of those things, you have one of those videos popping up and everything and let people know, my forehead is watery as hell, you know. Okay, one of the sacrifices of making a high quality recording is turning off the fan. These are the sacrifices I do for you people. Anyway, as I was saying, if you can actually think about these things lah, okay, you say things like that, okay? You say like, you know, the girl has tallest stilettos and everything, okay? For in this case, I'll just say high heels lah, because I don't know what, how tall, how long. I mean, fuck it, okay? High heels lah, okay? Very fucking tall ass high heels, walking around and everything, and you go like, okay, hey, what are you doing with these high heels? Like they are really tall for you and everything. You're trying to look like a fucking giraffe. And then they look at you and everything with that smirk, saying like, okay, they didn't appreciate that joke, but they don't really stop there. They don't really stop saying like, oh, I don't appreciate that joke. They go with the stance saying like, oh, what do you mean a strong girl like me don't actually need what? We shouldn't wear how do you say, high heels at all, is it? Or we shouldn't wear like the type of clothes that you think that's deemed inappropriate or shit like that. They couldn't really take one of these jokes anymore. Like we are living in 2017, and everybody, it's difficult to even say anything anymore. Everybody out there is policing our words. They're telling us what we need to tell, or they are stopping us to say whatever we are saying right now. Okay, whenever we start to comment something, it's taken in a way that it's how do you say? We think. They taken it in the way that is that's a very nice word for it. Hitler was okay, I guess. Hitler was okay, actually. I'm gonna go to jail. Thanks, slappy ho. Anyway, so as I was saying, think about it in a way that it is right now. They try to police our language, and they take these words as some sort of an act. And as some sort of like, how do you say, we are shooting them with verbal ammunition, patronizing them in the same way. We are not trying to be vindictive at all. It's just basically one of these jokes, one of these late time references that we make, one of these things. Like, you know, when we see a girl with one of those tight dresses and then she has a belly out, like way over out and everything, and then she wears like a tube on top of it. I'm sorry, that was my phone. And then there's like a tube on top of it and everything, and there's like overlapping. You will tell her, say shit like, hey, maybe you should decide on not wearing a fucking tube unless you lose some weight, or you know, you lose like some tummy fat, because you look fucking weird. You look like you look like a slug. You know what's a slug or not? Huh? You fucking. And then you walk around and everything, you go to the club, you act like, oh, you're so fucking big lah, all wannabe and everything, like every guy wants you. Bitch, I will fucking, oh my god, if I were to kick you right now, your ass will go all the way up to your fucking face like, gee, bye. I swear to you, it pisses me off when women like this do shit like this, okay? They do like shit like this. Men do this too, okay? You fucking asshole. When you go like, hey, fuck like, hey, you lose weight already, fucker. Say shit like that and everything, and they go all sensitive and shit like that, like a fucking pussy. At the back of the fucking side of like the road and everything, we'll be drinking, you know, having like 3-4 cans and we'll be sipping on and everything, and then he goes around and saying like shit like, oh, what's wrong with my weight now? Oh, you think I'm fat now? Everything. Yeah, fucker, you're fat. Okay, you're fat as fuck. You're so fat, you really need to run. It's you know, if you don't run right now, you might get a heart attack in the next 5 minutes kind of shit, you know that, right? Better yet, don't run. Do liposurgery, because if you were to walk right now, you might die. You might get a cardiac arrest. You're that unhealthy, you fat fuck. I swear to you, people don't understand this. They think we are trying to be hostile. We're trying to be vindictive. We're trying to really attack them or something. We're not trying to attack you. We're not trying to hurt you in any way. but it's your fault for taking it negatively. And it's impossible for us to actually sit down and entertain this type of shit. But that's not for me to judge. Okay? That's for you to sit down and think those options that you have made for yourself, that you think the world is out there to get you. But the world is not out there to get you. The world is out there to teach you a lesson in self-respect. Okay? When people are commenting shit like this, have a thick skin. Sit down there and accept it. If you cannot accept it, then don't bother living. Jump off of a fucking building and die. Okay? It is impossible to talk to people like you because you just accept it the way that it is. I just saw a post in Facebook right over here. Okay, I shouldn't be saying this. Saw a post in Facebook that this guy was actually saying, hey, you're damn skinny lah. You should go and eat a little bit and everything. Like fucking joke shit, hey, so skinny liao, go. I was like, okay, fine, he's making a fucking joke. Take it as a joke, leave it. No, but the girl decided to do what? Write up a long ass comment saying shit like, oh, people like you are disgusting. People like you should be brought to jail and everything. It's like, we got fucking murdered because of words like that. I mean, metaphorically speaking, love. You're not saying like literally getting murdered, but what the fuck is wrong with you until you do not have that sort of thick skin and everything? You're so bothered by people telling you like, oh shit, like that and everything. Hello, you're skinny. You should be happy about it. Okay, if someone say, hey, you should eat a little bit and everything, go like, okay lah, I'll go eat lah. Fuck, why the people that I've met before, okay, they are the types of like, they can take shit like this and everything. But when I see people like this, right, these are the type of people who only out there to want attention. Okay, this is what it is actually. You guys push or comment or react to shit like this because you want the attention. You just want attention. You are dying for attention. You're screaming for attention. You don't want people to respect you the way that it is. You want the people to respect you the way that you want them to respect you. Okay, because you have policed that sort of language towards them to the point that they do not want to be friends with you. They hate being friends with you. The moment they see you, they will run 257 miles per hour that way because they hate seeing you. They despise you. When they look at you, they wish you burn instantaneously by the stares that they give you from a mile away because they think that you are cancer. Once you've uttered those words, you say like, oh, I'm bothered by a really, 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 really silly small comment. You have asserted yourself that you, my friend, are weak. You do not deserve anybody's respect. You do not deserve anybody's attention. So this is what my message to a lot of you fuckers out there, okay? And I'm not saying about my viewers. I know my viewers are good and well. I'm talking about the fuckers who out there are just just for attention, basically. Fuck you. Okay? I'm not gonna work on your type of ideology. If I say something and it pisses you off, it better damn well piss you off. If it offends you, it better damn well offend you. Do something about it. Do something about it. Don't whine about it on Facebook. Don't whine about it on social media. Don't whine about it and let everybody know and everything and tell like, oh, this is my problem, this is your problem and everything. Okay, I don't like the way that you say it and everything. Say it in the way that it is. Okay, I'll play devil's advocate a little bit. Okay, I'll throw you a fucking bone and say like, okay, fine. In some cases, too much is too much. But when it comes to cases like this, you gotta freaking chill. Okay? This is the Fishy Podcast. My name is Mackerel, also known as Sachit Ananda. Thank you for watching. If you guys need more info on the show on next Monday, please like the page and let me know what's up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.